Back in the garden today. We're going to plant the last 2 rows, and then we should be done with the garden. Well, planting. The weeds are much more under control now with all these tarps. Alright, we're taking off that cover, and this one's coming here, that one's going there. Okay, well, we got the last 2 rows all sorted out. We just have to plant down them. We use the little hole poker tool. I'll have to order more of this stuff to cover up this row and then the outside row. I ran out. The only problem I have right now is with this drip tape. When you turn it on, it expands, and then when it sits in the sun, or maybe when you turn it on, it contracts, and when it sits in the sun, it expands. And even after burying it, it's all kind of lifting up, which means if it gets windy, it could blow away. Hopefully, once I can collect some grass mulch from the yard, I'll be able to put it on top and hold it down that way. Alright, well, I'm a sweaty mess. We're going in for a break. Alright, the storm might be coming in too. Almost done. We're almost there. Look at these potatoes coming in. They're looking good. Potatoes are looking good, and the onions are looking nice. Yeah, you can see how the drip line gets all wonky. It's really the danger is that the water won't even be going where it needs to go. Yeah, it's really all over the place over there now that I look at it. Alright, well, maybe we'll do something about that, but I'm not really sure what can be done. But for now, taking a break. Okay, we are officially done planting. I'm probably covered in stuff. I just weed whacked all of this out here. This whole row, I decided just to weed whack it. Hopefully this hot sun, it's got to be like 90 degrees out. This hot sun will hopefully cook it and kill some of the weeds. But our black tarps will be doing some other work. It's definitely time to go in though, because we found a couple ticks. She found one on herself when we went inside, and we just saw one crawling around on our little hole maker. So like once you set something on the ground, they attack. They wait for you. So we probably got to go in and do a tick check on each other. But for now, it's hot. We're going in, calling it a day. Hope you're having a great one. I'll see you on the next one. Hi, how you doing? I was going to go out and continue using my ratchet rake today, but I can't get out of my garage, so I'll show you why in a minute. But yeah, I started using this last night. I wanted to get some hours in using it before shooting any video, because there is a definite learning curve to it. And I still have a ways to go for sure. It works really well though. I think I can do a lot of good cleanup work, a lot of grading with it. It rips roots out, it rips rocks out. It's pretty great. And I know people are going to yell at me about keeping the mower deck on while doing groundwork. What are you going to do? It washes off, and I just put it back on, so I really didn't feel like taking it off again, at least until I have more space. Once I get this organized into there, we'll be cooking. Earthworms are doing okay. There's a bit of an infestation with the gnats, so they're just out here for now. I used the Cyclone Rake the other day. You know, I had a very productive 3-day weekend. I didn't shoot much video because I just wanted to knock these projects out. And I've shot a lot of video of Cyclone Rakes and mowing grass and all that, so it worked well. No issues with the carburetor. It ran, I mean, I must have done 6 hours of work with this thing, mowing 4 or 5 acres of grass, and I'll show you the pile. We're going to go outside to to spread it, so I need to grab a wheelbarrow, a couple tools. But yeah, I can't get out of here anyway because they have their scaffolding up and they're working on the little arch here. That's what they were doing today. It's gonna match this side. They finished up the drywall, and I think they're gonna prime it tomorrow. Maybe they're supposed to be getting a lot done this week, which is nice. Yeah, I haven't really looked at this. They said they might start the siding today. Nope, no siding. Cool. Well, yeah, not too much activity here. It was a long Memorial Day weekend, so they took it off, and I took the opportunity to get some work done. So I'm gonna go do some more stuff. I'll show you what I'm up to. But other than that, definitely more to come with this ratchet rake. I'm super stoked on this thing. Okay, we're out by the garden, and that is what I think 4 loads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 loads from the Cyclone Rake, looks like. That thing was pretty huge. It almost looked like a round bale coming out of there. So I got a little work ahead of me. But my wife weeded the garden earlier. Those potatoes are looking great. Yeah. Cool. It hasn't rained in a few days, but it looks like it might, which will be nice. I've been running the drip line. Oh, I also I had to buy some repair parts. I think in a previous video I actually showed that. Good news is I get to reuse my PEX cutting tool that I bought. I'm going to use this to cut the drip line, to repair it. So always nice to use a tool for another project that you didn't intend. Okay, well, this is my afternoon, so I'm just going to start loading this into the wheelbarrow, and then probably by hand putting it around all the plants that have sprouted. I'm going to stay away from the rows that have seedlings still coming up because I don't want to bury them. Alright, I'll show you how we do. Alright, I just replaced the little sections that were damaged in the drip line, and you can see on this one there's little puncture holes. There's like 3 on this side, 4 maybe, I think 1 at the top, and then kind of 1 on the back. I wonder if something tried to chomp on this, something with some little sharp teeth, like I don't know, a gopher maybe. This one I did, you can see that pretty, oh, there it is, pretty clearly. It's like there's a cut in it there. I think I nicked that with the broad fork. So, okay, got that all sorted out. These things worked great. And now I'm gonna start spreading grass. Alright, well, it's storm's coming in, it's getting dark, but I know it's hard to see in this light. But we pretty much got, there's my wife out there in her suit. Got all the onions covered with grass. I got the drip tape and all these rows covered. Potatoes we hilled up, got covered. I left, there's garlic that's still coming up out here. So we left that alone until we could identify it. I don't want to smother it out. And same with this row, we didn't put anything here yet because these are little corn sprouts. They're just coming up. And let's see, we got sunflowers going on here. So yeah, just a lot of grass spreading. Looks like I need to come through here with the weed whacker again.
Can you pull that out? Oh, you don't have your...
I don't have my gloves. You can give me your gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, nice work. Get some. Yeah, get some. You can do it. It's an endless battle with these little pricker things, whatever these are called. Oh, easy, easy.
They can stab you even when you're wearing them.
Even in leather gloves.
Look at that one over there. It has flowers on it.
Oh. That's a weed. Oh. Wait. I think that's a weed. Oh, okay, I see it. There's a weed growing within it that's also flowering. That is probably the majority of those flowers. But yeah, no, this one's definitely blooming. Ow. Yeah, these are hard to weed. Yeah, it's getting late, so we're gonna call it. Thanks for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Later. Hello, how you doing? It's been a while. I took a week off. The wife and I took some traveling time together. But we're back home now, and I have a lot of work ahead of me. The lawn has been going gangbusters, so that's pretty much my goal today, to get that all sorted out. The garage is almost done. Let's see, it's Sunday today. They got our windows framed out. They look really nice. I don't think we were planning on doing that, but oh, and they did the door. I just noticed that. So it's all coming together. Electrician's coming either tomorrow or Tuesday. Start getting some lights and plugs. And then later, I think Wednesday, he said the garage door guy would be here. The outside is looking good. Just got my Cyclone Rake out there, getting that ready to go. And while we were gone, they finished the brick. It's looking good. Yeah, it's all coming together. Got to paint it, put gutters on it. Like I said, do the garage doors and the lighting, and then we'll be ready for the backfilling and concrete work. Let's see, looks like they got all the siding up. Siding's looking good. They got to paint it. That's just going to be white trim. Yeah, that turned out good. I think the windows are at a good height. I can still see out of them, and they're high enough up as to not cause too many issues. We're gonna have to see how this ends up grading. You know, I may or may not be able to use my tractor on it if it's too steep, but I think they'll figure it all out. And here's the back of it. Looking good. My little worm farm got a little too hot while I was gone. Some little bugs, some little red guys took over, but I don't know what the future of this holds. I think it's going to live in the garage indefinitely now. I just can't be bringing all those bugs in the house. They'll infest all of our other plants, and that's just no good. Alright, so I got a lot to do today. I'm probably not going to get to this ratchet raking, so I'm probably just going to drop off the bucket, get the tractor out. I do have to trim, so I'm going to get that going, and I don't know, I'll bring you along where I can. Maybe I'll just show you how it turns out, but if it's exciting, I'll show you what I'm doing. See you in a bit. Okie doke. I thought I could get the bucket off while leaving the ratchet rake on, but I couldn't, so I had to take all that off because the rear straps held the front pallet, or the front forks on. Anywho, I'm gonna get this hooked up. Alright, well there you have it. That is, I don't know, 4 or 5 acres of grass. All from one day. Yeah. Wow. Well, the Cyclone Rake did very nicely. Okay, well, eventually the goal with all of this, oh, you know what, I just realized I actually meant to put this pile over by the raspberries. Guess that means I'll be wheeling it a bit further than I anticipated, but the eventual goal is to, let me just come in here, is to put all this grass down in our garden. Man, these onions are looking good. My wife was out here earlier weeding, so she tossed the weeds in the aisleway to bake off. Potatoes are looking really good. We'll hill those up with grass This is all corn coming in real nice. Let's see, sunflowers going on here. Peppers. Pepper. Might be the best pepper crop we've had so far. Squash, probably squash. The grass is really taking over here. It does help. I need to come in here and put more grass on top of that. That helps mat it down. Yeah, big old sunflower coming in. There's milkweed everywhere. And I hate pulling it out because we have a lot of monarch butterflies around here. But I think they've got plenty. Tomatoes. Probably need to trellis these. But I also know I'm probably not going to get to it because trellising is a lot of work, man. At least on this scale, it's not just as easy as putting a fence up. I mean, that's pretty much what it would be, is putting a fence up. And, well, I just don't have energy for it this season, maybe next season. Chives are blooming. These look really pretty. Yeah, I won't go down every row, but, yeah, we're looking good here. Okay, well, yep, that's that. I'm gonna go get the tractor cleaned up because, as you can tell, the sun is setting and tomorrow's a work day. So I'll be spreading this all throughout the week. That's probably all for tonight. So thanks for joining me. I don't know what else is to come this week. There's a lot going on. So I'll bring you along as things develop. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. Later. Hello. I'm doing a little work with the Ratchet Rake today. Don't have a lot of time, so I'm probably just going to do some before and after stuff. But I'm going to kind of start in this area here, I think. There's a lot of debris. My goal pretty much is to just start pushing stuff back towards that pond area and making piles, and I got to get this log out of the way here. So yeah, we'll see how we do. I don't really have a plan other than, I don't know, just try to make it look a little better than it was before. So yep, we'll get this going. We'll see how we do. I've already done that area over there. Turned out okay. I keep kicking the tripod when I walk with it. Sorry about that. Alright, I've tried to find a good spot for a before shot here. I won't run over with the tractor. Alright, well, it's going okay. It's not terribly precise work, but hey, I think it's better than it was. So I started out, I pushed everything this way, and I kind of made a row here. Then I'm hoping to come back through here and kind of push it this way. That tree kind of got in my way, but eventually I think I wanted to kind of come down this way, and I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. There's like a huge log here. I might just try to push it all into one big pile somewhere here and kind of let it settle for a while. But I think this is better. There's just a lot of sticks and things that, yeah, I mean, really I would need like a brush cutter or something like that. But if I wait long enough and this stuff starts to break down, I think I can definitely hit it. I can definitely run my tractor over it, but yeah, I mean, there's still rocks and stuff. I don't know. I think it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and guess I'll shoot some video of it in action. I'll kind of. It's hard to get the scale of things, you know, when I have just this little screen to work with, but you get the idea. I think that went well. I'm getting a little bit better each time. So I think I'm just making kind of a slash pile here for now, if you will. But I did rip out a pretty substantial tree. Let's see, there's the root ball right in there. It's probably a 4-inch tree. Yeah, so I think I don't know, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I think I'm going to try to make kind of a pile here, and then maybe I can scoop it and move it, or I'm definitely going to let it sit for a while, let it just chill, and then maybe drag it out and burn it, maybe, I don't know, I'm just trying to get some hours in using this ratchet rake and kind of figure out what I'm doing. But I think I'm making a little bit of progress. At a minimum, I wanted to get at least these edges out here. I wanted to push all the big chunks of crap back so that I could mow here. Since I just had it all cleared, I'd at least like to keep it maintained best I can. So yeah, every little bit helps. I do have to probably chainsaw that up. It's pretty dead, but the Kubota made pretty easy work of it. Alright, well, I gotta head in and pay some attention to my wife and not just play with my tractor all night. Alright, I'm gonna hose this thing down and then put it away. Alright, the tractor is clean. I am dirty. That is tomorrow's work, and maybe the next day, spreading that in the garden and putting it on the raspberries. And maybe a little bit more ratchet rake work. But until next time, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.